Hello and welcome back, everyone. I hope all is doing well today. And we're going to be talking about viral videos, how to get videos to go viral. I've got some really good information here for you, so you definitely want to stick around, and stick with me throughout this entire video because I've got some really good stuff that I'm going to be sharing with you. And the information that I'm bringing to you is information that came from another source, someone that they're very wealthy and they've made a good career through YouTube and through Facebook marketing and even believe it or not, Twitter. How about that? Making a profit through Twitter. That's just amazing to me. And could you guys know, Twitter's not something that a lot of people really just don't go on Twitter and browse just to look at posts like you would Facebook. So for someone to get your attention through Twitter, that's pretty powerful, I think. Because at the most you'll see a tweet, someone tweeted yada yada yada, you know. Um, so yeah, I've got some really good stuff for you. I'm also going to be talking to you about uh, ways to work with your keywords and some other information on really getting the most out of a description. And I know what you're thinking. Well, a description's a description. You just write about what the video covers. Well, you're right. But you can even go advanced with that. There's things that you can do to make that description even more powerful. And when you do that, YouTube recognizes them kind of descriptions, and they really like those type of descriptions because it tells them that it really links in with what you're talking about. It's like uh, having a title, about a 2017 Ford Mustang, but in the description you've got all this advanced stuff talking about the details of the motor and the cost of the rims and the detail of the rims. Even though the title is just about a Mustang, in the description you're going advanced and you're giving even more detailed information right down to the right down to the T. So stick with me, guys. I've got some stuff, and I really do hope that you stick around and listen to this stuff, and just I hope that you just really get the value out of this video because to me it's really powerful. Now, what I've done, I've wrote a lot of stuff down on Notepad, so when you look at it, you might not really. It's just me with me putting notes down, but I know what I'm going to be doing with all of it. And to you, it might look like a bunch of gibberish, but it's just quick notes for me. Okay, so what you need to do right now is get yourself comfortable, get a drink. I don't know, maybe smoke cigarettes, get your cigarettes, or get your get you some food, get you a snack, whatever you got to do. Do it now. Go ahead and hit pause on this video. Do it now and come back, and I'll be talking to you about all this stuff. Okay? Um, I'm going through here. I've got a lot of other stuff here. So I'm going to be doing the same. Now, I was told before when I pause it, I think it brings up like a big triangle. But I'm going to be talking to you anyway, so this is kind of a more listen type of video anyways. But if you're able to, you know, um, look at the screen here later on in the video, that'd be good. Because we're going to be doing some uh, extra research on some titles and stuff and on some videos. Okay? So For that said, before we go on break, I do want to give a thank you out to Blue Wings. Blue Wings is going to be uh, a manager here on the channel. She's going to be assisting me with stuff that I'm not able to do as well or as good with being visually impaired. Um, so, Blue Wings, I want to thank you for, you know, stepping up to the plate for me. So we'll be right back. Alright, so we are going to continue. Sorry about that, folks. I hope that you're not seeing the little message about sharing and all that stuff. Whoops, I got my talking calculator. Let's see here real quick. I don't think that's right. No, it's an hour. It's an hour ahead. Wow, the one thing that the calculator was wrong about. So see, calculators they're not always right. Anyways, yes, you guys are seeing a bunch of writing here. Now these are just notes. Don't go by. This is being like exactly what, you know. Um, the first thing is this. I want to talk to you about just creating videos in general. And yes, we have a blank notepad here because I want you to pay attention to what I don't want you to pay attention to everything on the other document. I want you to pay attention to what we're talking about right now. Okay. Nice thing is, you guys are going to get a copy of this with the video. So you're going to be able to go to Lounging with John, click on the tutorials. I believe that's what it is. And then, well, we'll talk about that. We'll get there because there's some good information there, some good tools there. We're even putting an area there on that page on the Lounging with John where you can actually log right into your YouTube from that page. You'll never be able to click from that page and already be logged in. Well, depending on your local settings, I guess. But anyways, creating videos. Now, this isn't about being professionals, guys. That's the thing. You know, people's always saying, oh, well, that video's no good. No, that guy's no good. That lady over there is no good. Did you see how bad that video looked? Listen, we're not on YouTube to be professionals. We're on YouTube for a couple reasons. Number one, do our best. Right? It's number one. That should be number one above everything. Do your best. That's the first reason. The main reason. Right? We're not on YouTube to pretend to be somebody else. To be who you are. That's what it's about. Be you. Don't pretend to be like somebody else. Don't sit there and look at videos and try to decide what to do on your video. It's just a bad system to use. It's okay to watch videos. I watch them all the time. It's okay to maybe help come up with ideas. But don't mock. Don't think because that person does their video a certain way, if you don't do yours that way, it's not going to be any good. Because you'll never create a video just like somebody else did. Because that's them, not you. Right? Like number 2 here says, to be who you are. Be yourself. Simple, be yourself. Okay? Something else good to go by. And I wrote the note here. Now, this might sound like, hey, well, now you're saying it's got to be perfect. It's easier to do it right from the start than to fix something messy. Okay? Um, One second, wrong window. It is easier to do it right than to clean up a mess later. Now, I know that sounds kind of contradicting, but it's not. Uh, when you go to do your video, okay, you should already have an idea of what that video is going to be about, right? So don't start your video and only, somewhat understand what you're going to say or what you're going to do and get in the middle of your video, because if you do that, you're going to start making mistakes throughout the video and not even know it until you're done. Because then you're going to go back and look at it and you'll be like, oh crap, I messed up here, I messed up there. Just be yourself and do it right the first time. I'm going to write that down here. Be yourself and do it right. Okay? And some of you might say, well, why are you writing all this down? These are good notes to go by. Now, you don't got to go over there and grab this if you don't want. But later on in this video, when I give you the information about the answer to getting your viral video, you're going to be thanking me. You're going to be thanking me. You're going to say, you know what? Wow. Thanks, John. Thanks. Okay? So stick around. You don't want to go nowhere. Because I got some good stuff for you. So back to where we was here talking about your videos. So when you create your video, just be natural. Be yourself. Be natural. Be yourself. That way, when you go and you start recording, you're not going to be nervous. You're not going to feel like you're in front of a million people, and getting all just messed up. Because I don't know about you, but if I sit here and I think about 1,000 people listening to this or 2,000 people, I'm going to be messed up all through this thing. Like, I'm just going to be all over the place, no matter what. That's just how it is. Even people that are professional speakers, they have a system they go by. And they go by that system so they don't mess up. So they don't get nervous. So they don't feel out of place. Now, you might say, well, what do you know? How do you know? What makes you know something more than me? Well, for one, I'm actually taking a class that's got to do with public speaking and all that stuff. So honestly, throughout the rest of 2018, you should really follow what I tell you, because it's going to be some really good stuff. Stuff that you're not going to hear anywhere else. Because what I'm learning, I'm passing it over to you. Okay? I'm always about learning, guys. Always. And by the way, I've got my coffee here with me. Because, doing an hour or 2 hours or whatever of talking with nothing to drink, that'd be bad, wouldn't it? I love coffee. Some say, well, how do you drink that coffee throughout the day? Well, I do. I do. And it's got to be sweet. I don't know about you guys, but I like my coffee sweet. I like it sweet. All right. So, just to cover a little bit more about the whole video thing. Now, when you start thinking about appearance, what your video is going to look like, might be some small things that you might be, that you might want to, look at before doing your video. Um, you know, uh, what is in my background? Um, Obviously this. Who is in the background? Um, all these things matter. Now, me, unless someone's, uh, because let's face it, if, well, most of us, not all of us, but most of us, at least half, do the videos out of our home, right? YouTubers run their YouTube career out of their home or on the street, doing things outdoors and stuff like that. But uh, with me, I do care what's in the background, but if it's nothing that's inappropriate or screaming or cussing or, you know, uh, uh, anything goofy like that, then, I don't really let it bother me too much. Now, you might have a different preference, and that's fine. But pay attention to, you know, what's around you and stuff when you do your video so that when you do start recording, you're not recording and getting, unexpected visitors in your video, right? You want to try to make sure that when you go to record that you are in your comfort zone, right? Let's write that down. Make sure you are in your comfort zone. Now, if I misspell something, well, just don't tell my English instructor and we'll be good. um, but it does matter. It does. Now, for me, with me being visually impaired, or anybody at that does video that's visually impaired, sometimes we might not pick up certain things. That's why when someone, says something to me that's, you know, doing it out of just being mean, I don't worry about it. And I don't worry about it because I don't expect that to happen. I don't expect some small things to go wrong. Small things that won't affect me and won't affect what I'm doing. But, sometimes you gotta look over certain things. For example, say you're doing videos and you're disabled and you're in a wheelchair. Well, are you really going to let the fact that you're sitting in the wheelchair bother you being on video? Because you sure in the heck shouldn't, right? And if anybody wants to be dumb about that or make mean comments, don't let it bother you. Don't let things that you can't change discourage you. Let's write that down, okay? Do not let things that, I hope I spell this right. Well, discourage you. I'm writing that wrong. Let me fix it. Okay, I see. Okay, here we go. Do not let things that you cannot change, oh my gosh, change, discourage you. Oh, what the heck. I'll fix the notes later. I'm not the best speller in the world, okay? That's something that I cannot change, and I will not let that discourage me. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Yep. We definitely know we'll get some comments about that one, won't we? Dude, you can't spell. You need to learn to spell before you go on a video. You need to learn how to write before you go on a video. Why are you writing this stuff down on the video? Alright? Don't let things discourage you guys. Especially the things that you can't change. Okay? Just like me being blind, I don't let people making fun of me discourage me. Because me being blind is something that I'll never change. It'll never change. Unless they come up with some heroic surgery to fix my eyes, will never change it. Right? So, I think that is something that you really need to think about. You really need to think about that one message right there alone. Do not let things that you cannot change discourage you. I like that. I like that so much. I feel like we should just send out a tweet right now. Hashtag discourage and then the message. What do you think? Let's do it. I'm going to do it. Well, that's right. You know, if somebody messages me. That's what I like about Twitter is you can send messages to your Twitter through text. As long as you got it set up. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. My college has sent me another billing statement. Boy, them bills add up fast in college, guys. But it's so worth it. Let's try to do this. Let's see if my phone can handle me talking to it instead of me typing it. What do you think, guys? Let's go for it. Here we go. Do not let things that you cannot change discourage you. Haha! We got it, guys. That is just awesome, isn't it? Now, I gotta see here. I'm gonna fix my misspell. Because I bet it's got it fixed here. discourage. discourage. I knew that. I just wanted to make sure you guys knew how to spell. You know? I mean, did you really think I couldn't spell that? I'm the teacher here today. I'm joking, guys. Let's fix that. discourage. Badow, badooya, babow. Alright. Do not let things that you cannot change discourage you. I'll say it again. I love that. I really do love that. By the way, throughout this video, I do plan on giving you that uplifting feeling from time to time. Just like what I just said right there about not letting things that you cannot change discourage you. That also goes along with being yourself. Be who you are. You can't change that. You can act. You can pretend. That's what I never understood, is why people, one minute they're being themselves, and the next minute they're acting. They're contradicting themselves from time to time, it seems. You can leave that off the record, okay? The next thing really about videos is something that you know, is pretty simple, and that's just you know, making sure you have the camera you are happy with, because that matters, right? you want to be happy about the way your videos look as far as quality and all that stuff. Um, like, to be honest with what I'm doing right now, when I'm doing my videos or podcasts through my laptop, I'm not happy with the quality of my microphone. However, it's because of my headphones. My headphones has the mic, and the mic's just not that good. You guys will see that change. You'll even notice the quality. I'm really big on quality when it comes to certain things like that, and I'm very particular when it comes to doing recordings and stuff like that. You know, it really does matter to me. So this really, honestly, that covers the video part of it. You know, when recording. Um, and if you're a new YouTuber, you're only going to be able to record up to 15 minutes. And honestly, that's going to seem like a lot for a new, for you being a new YouTuber, but it really isn't. You can do it. Yeah, I don't see you having any trouble recording a 15-minute video, just because once you get to talking about something, and if it's something that you really enjoy talking about, or whatever it is you might be showing, that 15 minutes will add up quick. So be careful. Be careful and pay attention, to your time once you start recording, so that you don't get to your 15 minutes, but you're nowhere near your closing point of your video, right? That would suck. That would really suck. I've been there and I've done it. So, uh, keep that in mind. Maybe, set a timer on your watch. I don't know. Uh, I I never have, and I've always used the iPhone to do my videos and stuff. Well, besides my laptop, but before I was using my laptop, um, when I first started doing recordings, I never used a timer on my phone because VoiceOver would keep repeating it. I tried, and I'm sitting there talking to and my VoiceOver is just counting every second. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 0 dot, yada yada yada, 0 dot, yada yada yada, 1 minute and 5, 6, 7. And so I was like, okay, that's not going to work. I got rid of that. I got rid of that little problem. So, uh, you know, if I was you, I would honestly, if you're new at recording and stuff, review this a few times. Go over these simple notes. It's not a, pass or fail type of deal, but it's just a matter of you, preparing yourself so that when you go to do your videos, you're ready. Locked and loaded, right? It matters. Um, there's so many different ways that you can come to conclusions for what you need to record about. And there's so many different things that you can record about, but it depends on what you're. Number one, okay? You can put channel notes. Number one, do you know what the very first, the most important thing to remember when it comes to your channel? Let you think about it a second. Okay. What do you want your channel to be based on? Uh, Meaning, what is your channel going to be about? What do you want to talk about? Do you have an idea for your channel? Sorry, I was looking at something else too, guys. Okay. This is very important. Maybe you're wanting to do stuff that's outdoors. Maybe you want to, I don't know. Maybe you want your channel to be about, whatever. But make sure you decide what you want your channel to be about. Okay? Make sure you know when you go do that first video. Make sure you know what your channel is going to be about. Okay? I've seen people do this in the past. People have changed their channel name. A lot of people say it's not a good idea. I've done it too. I'm not going to tell you that it's a bad idea. Could it affect your channel? Sure it could. It could. But I don't think it will affect a channel as bad as what some say. Now, if you've got 1 million or even 20,000 subscribers, okay, and they're already subscribed to you, it's not going to affect them. But you got to think about, like, for example, let's say Lounging with John, okay? We end up getting 20, 30,000 subscribers. People hear the name, like, oh yeah, I know about them. And all of a sudden we change it up, and people were going and trying to find you. Guess what? Unless they know that you changed your name, they're going to be confused. They're going to be thinking all kinds of stuff. Oh, their channel got shut down. They got tired of doing it. They're not, So that could, have an impact on, your career with your YouTube channel. Okay? So, never change your channel name. Okay? Never change your channel name unless you're 100% sure. Because it does matter. Like I said, your subscribers, it ain't going to matter to them because they're still going to get the notifications that you posted a new video, or that, you've commented on a post, or whatever it might be. Right? So, just think about that stuff before you go and, change up your channel name. But if you're a new YouTuber and you've not decided a channel name yet, well, now's a good time to be doing that. Okay? Think about what you're going to talk about. I can't give you the best suggestions in the world for naming your channel, because coming up with names is such a pain. Like, I've never been good at it. Never. And I really didn't think that Lounging with John was going to be something that was going to end up clicking with me, but I changed it, and for a while I was like, gosh, why did I call it Lounging with John? But now I wouldn't want it any other way, you know? So, listen, go get you a drink. Don't leave this video because I've got some good information for you on making your videos viral. Everybody wants a viral video. As a matter of fact, when I get done here, I'm going to go do the same thing. I've not done it yet because I wanted to do it when other people go out to do it as well. Because I'm doing some other studies on the algorithm and all that. And boy, do I got some good information on that as well. So you guys don't want to go nowhere. The algorithm of YouTube is so interesting on how they do things. So get you a drink, a snack, pause the video, come back in about 5 minutes. That way you're not, draining yourself and you're like, oh, I don't want to hear no more. I would just hate to see you guys pass up something that could change your life forever. This could change your life if you let it. But the question is, do you want it to change your life? Right? Alright, so let's get back over here to my notes. Well, your notes too. So, just whenever, you get to the point where you're thinking, excuse me, my channel's, it's not doing good, I don't like the name. Don't, don't react on that right away. Just, give it a little time, and then it'll pass, and you'll be glad that you didn't change the name. I mean, people's done it. I'm not saying if you change it, it's going to ruin everything, but I guess most importantly is if you change it when you've got maybe hardly no subscribers or just a few, and you're still new, it might not be so bad, but there's I guess it's really, it's up to you. I'm not going to say that it's going to, you won't do no good if you ever change your name, because I mean, look at, for example, this channel, we've changed the name, and we're doing okay. So, just think about that. So we've been over about the videos, creating them. We've talked about the channel. The next thing that I want to talk about, is a picture for your channel. You can be very creative on this, and I'm not going to cover this much, but I just want to kind of go over it quickly. Depending on what your channel is, use your imagination. So if you've got maybe a channel, that has to do with working on cars, or, has to do with tools or mechanics or something like that, you could find almost any kind of picture that doesn't have, copyright on it, because you don't want to get yourself in trouble. But you can go and find there's pictures everywhere. You don't have to necessarily use a picture of you. For example, I've got pictures of, the blind community's logo on here, which now that we've changed the name, it really doesn't match the name, but in the beginning it did, because in the beginning it was all about the blind community, and then I was like, you know what, no, I just want to be a channel where everybody can hang out and talk about whatever and have fun and all that. So I'm actually in the process of looking for some new pictures for the channel, so just keep that in mind. Now, let's talk about, and I've done this before, a video just on titles and tags. And I just want to give you, you might be like me, and I'm still not, I'm still not a pro at tags, by no means, but I've learned since I've started. When I first started, tags was just so confusing to me, and I was like, why can I not get it? Why am I not getting it? I don't know. But for example, I wrote a bunch of stuff down here because we're talking about viral videos and stuff. I wrote some notes, some words up here to give you an idea here. Um, Tags can be one word, and they can also be more than one word. But I wouldn't suggest um, 2 to 3 words, maybe. Like here, viral video formulas, viral videos and formulas. I mean, you can do more than 3 words, but just depends on what kind of tags you're using. Um, and some of these are, well, that's the title. Um, Viral video platforms, building viral videos, uh, understanding viral videos, algorithm viral. Now you're saying why? That don't go together. Well, it can. If, say, the title was about YouTube's algorithm and viral videos, well, then them 2 tags can be used because both of them words are in the title. You definitely want your title or your tags to match your title. Like if it was that title that I told you, um, YouTube's algorithm and viral videos, a tag could be understanding algorithm. Um, just all, and some of these I'm not using, some of these with some stuff I was doing before. But you could do videos viral, and then turn it around, viral videos. Because what you want to do, you just want the tags to match your title. Don't have words that doesn't match at all. Like, say it was the viral videos was your title. Well, you wouldn't want to put a tag in there, iPhone or Android, or you want it to match exactly right up with your title. Okay, and it'll make a world of a difference. I promise you. So let's talk about creating your viral video. Okay? It's what you wanted. It's why you're here. Right? Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is give you a basic formula of what works. And I know it works because where I learned it, it also works very well for him. And it really is a basic formula. There's nothing really complicated about it. If you're going to do videos, and if you're going to want to really get some views on YouTube, do some how-to videos. Whether you call it tutorials or how-to or directions, but do some videos showing how to do stuff. Even if your channel's got to do with other things, throw in some how-to videos, honestly. Because what you want to do is create a long tutorial video. This guy, he did a video that was 9 hours. Now you're probably thinking, who in the heck would record a video that long? Well, that long video got him a lot of results. A lot of his other videos was anywhere from 45 to 55 minutes. And I'm going to be telling you something very interesting here in a few. The key when you do this, you need to find ways to keep them watching the video. Okay? That's the key. Kind of like I did you. And now you're probably saying, oh, you did not. Yes, I did. Because it matters. It is honestly the secret to the YouTube algorithm. Okay? A long tutorial video it's going to get you more results, or you have a chance of getting more results than what you do with a video that's only 10 or 15 minutes. Let me ask you something. Take a look at other videos around you of those who are popular and look how long their videos are. Look how long Kid Behind the Camera's videos are. Look how long Keemstar's videos are. Look how long Star Wars videos are. They're long videos. Because YouTube will put that closer to the what I call the hot spot, where people are going to see that video in search results because of it being a longer video, and because of people watching 15 to 20 minutes at least, the minimum. If your video is good enough, at least try to keep them in for 15 to 20 minutes. Okay? You're going to say, well, that doesn't explain why the video is an hour long if they're only watching 15 minutes. Oh, yes, it does, my friend. Because in your description, you are going to do an in-depth, complete description, adding time points. What do I mean by time points? I mean, in your description, okay, if you know what you're talking about through your whole video, pay attention to your video and see where you begin to talk about another topic within that video. For example, we're talking right now about the viral video, which has been, now I haven't looked at this one. I'm just going to give an example here as if it was yours, okay? You did a video on viral videos. At 25 minutes, you started talking about some of the top tricks to creating a viral video. At 25 minutes, you're going to put that in your description. You're going to do in your description. You're going to put a marker at 25 minutes in the description. Okay? So you're going to do 25, the number, and a colon, and after it you're going to put, something like, in this video, at the time marker of 25 minutes, we talk about the tricks to a viral video. And then put something like, jump forward to this time marker to check it out. Come back later to see the rest. Right? Something like that. Now, that's just a rough example. Okay, this is just an example. I'm not saying this right here exactly go and type this, but this will help you. Okay? It will help you. Having an in-depth description with time markers like that, little, you know, points that tell them, okay, here, here, and here, we talked about this. At, you know, 45 minutes, we talk about creating a catchy title. Okay? It's things like that. Now, I know this sounds weird, and you might be saying, no, it doesn't make any sense, but it does. Because when the YouTube algorithm sees this video and it sees a description, it's going to notice what you've done. It's going to notice how what you wrote is matching up with what you was talking about at that time. Okay? It will. It works. It works. Okay? Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to put right here, time markers, okay? And then I'm going to put the sentence for an example so you can go by this later on. Now, you don't want to use this because this is in this video where I'm teaching you this stuff, and you don't want the automated thing to pick that up. We're going to talk about some copyright stuff too, so don't go nowhere. It's important, and I'm gonna do some explaining. And you might say, "Well, I know how that works. I'm not dumb." Well, I just want to explain some stuff to you so that you're careful to try to avoid that automated system picking up your video and automatically demonetizing it, because certain words, it can and it will demonetize you. And if you don't have, if you're a brand new YouTuber, there's going to be not much you can do about it. You won't even be able to dispute it. Because you can't dispute it until you get so many views on your channel and all that stuff. So, we'll talk more about that in a minute. It's so important to really make your description perfect. Okay? I'm even going to write it down. It is very... Okay? My keyboard was acting goofy here. Actually, we're going to change this. Okay. A must do okay. This is a must do. Okay. Be very detailed about your descriptions. The better you give detail, okay, the more you make your video, the more you make your description a advanced description, okay? Just think of it as you want to do a advanced description. Create advanced descriptions because it does make a difference. Okay? Now, the reason I'm writing all this down is because you're going to be able to look back over this and get a really good idea of what to do. Okay? Um, I mean, even in the description of this video, take a look at it. There's a lot of this in that description. Not word for word, but broke down. It talks about some of these main key points. You want to point out key points in your video. Okay? You want to do that because it's going to make a difference. Now, there might be other YouTubers that says, you know, that's just a waste of time. There are 3 things that are the most important parts to creating your video. Okay? 3 strong points to your video. Number 1, your title. Whoops. 2, your description. What's number 3? Do you know? That's right, tags. If you focus on your title, description, and tags, and you get to where you are just really good, your videos or video will go viral. If you focus on your strong points, the main 3 points to your video, you will end up with one or the other. One, your video going viral. Number 2, placed in high search results. They're almost the same, right? But if your video is viral, it goes into well, trending. You guys know what trending is, correct? If you make something go viral where everybody's watching it, it's going to hit trending. It's going to make a world of a difference. Okay? It's going to make a big difference on your video being found, people subscribing, right? Very important. There's so much that I could talk about with you know, a viral video. Ways to expand your options to create a viral video. You can even do some research. You know, you can go on YouTube and kind of check out what's hot, right? Just for fun. Just for fun. Go to YouTube and do some basic searching for what might be hot. What is happening in trending, right? Simple stuff. Let's go to YouTube. Okay? Let's go to YouTube. Oh, I love Big Red. That's what I'm drinking now, folks. Oh. Here we go. We are going to go to YouTube.com. www.youtube.com. Alright. Wait a minute. I didn't want the... There we go. Why? It remembered what I typed in. Now look at this. See this? Recommended. See? Look at the top there. We got... Wow. 6 hours ago. Oh my goodness. Now like this right here. Interview with Sophia the robot. Now this is something that's been in the top news, talking about Sophie and artificial intelligence. Find things that people are talking about and try to make a video that might match some of that. Not necessarily going and specifically talking about the same video that's out there, but get yourself involved. Like, be a part of what's trending. Be a part of what's happening. You know? Maybe find something that is, you know, a really, really new news article or something that maybe didn't go across YouTube yet. Right? Look in, you know, go and go on some different websites and look at some local news articles and stuff like that. Go back to YouTube, type it in, see if it's there. If it's not, put it there. Okay? So, let's do this. Search for local news articles. Oops. Now there's some mistypes there. This is, you guys are seeing the right raw video of all this, right? Remember how I told you that earlier? Don't try to perfect your video. You know, worry about anything. Well, what I do, instead of me, you know, saying, oh gosh, you know, I got to make sure I do this, this, and this, and you know, because you're going to worry. So, do my video, then I'll come back, fix this, because this isn't my video. This is just the you know, text that I'm going to be letting you guys get your hands on. So, anyways, a lot of good stuff here.